Good morning, everyone. This is State Climatologist Gary McManus with your Mesonet Weather Report. Well, we've gotten some really good news over the last few weeks with the U.S. Drought Monitor, and we have more good news today. So let's get right to that new map. Well, first, let's start out with the changes we saw this week across the state of Oklahoma. This is the Drought Monitor change for 1 week, so over the last 7 days, and we can see those green areas up in northwest Oklahoma and the Panhandle. That's a 1-class improvement, and that means if we go to the newest Drought Monitor map that we are now color-free in the state of Oklahoma when it comes to the Drought Monitor intensity scale. So that means even that D1 yellow color, which means abnormally dry conditions, is also gone. So that's a momentous change for Oklahoma. I know we had the no drought D1 through D4 last week, but now we have the no abnormally dry conditions either. So that's the first time since June of 2019. So 6 years rather, that we've been completely free of any of those Drought Monitor colors. And we certainly hope that we can keep this streak going for a little while longer. Here you see a time series of the U.S. Drought Monitor, again from that June 2019 on the left side, all the way through the June of 2025 on the right side. You can see those big spikes in drought, especially in 2022 and 2023, when we had much of the state covered with extreme to exceptional drought, the worst two categories. A little bit less as we go on to either side of that area. But again, that's 6 years of drought being in the state of Oklahoma. How did we get here? Well, look at all this rainfall since April 1st. Again, remember April 1st through April 30th, the wettest April on record in the state of Oklahoma, and that dates back to 1895. But if you include May and June, look at all those tremendous rainfall amounts, especially across the southeastern half of the state, where they got about 15 to at times close to 30 inches of rainfall. Now we go to the northwestern half, 10 to 15 inches in general. And it has been a very rainy June. Just over the last 3 weeks, we've had 13 out of the last 18 days with rainfall, and this is over southwestern Oklahoma where we're trying to get that wheat harvest started. So a very rainy period over the last 3 weeks or so, and all the way back to April, in fact. Now, signs of the long-term drought being alleviated, at least largely alleviated. Lots of lakes, 5 to 10 to even more than 20 feet above normal. I still have a few below. Lugard Altus down in southwest Oklahoma and Ellsworth, Yucca up in northeast Oklahoma, but by and large, everybody has a surplus of reservoir water. And soils are definitely saturated. Here we see the 2-inch fractional water index, the soil moisture values from the Oklahoma Mesonet. Almost everywhere is nearly saturated. A little bit down there in southwest Oklahoma, it gives us a little bit of pause for maybe drought development later, but at least everybody's doing pretty good so far. We're also avoiding the extreme heat so far with this rainy spring and early summer. Only a few stations have had at least 100 degrees so far this season, so doing well in that area as well. Of course, that'll change. It's Oklahoma after all. So nature's bounty has been, well, too bountiful so far this spring, but it certainly got us out of drought conditions. Now we need a few more drying days and hot days to further that wheat harvest along. So hopefully we get some of those. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.